Well, we are live.
Are we?
That's what it says. How's it going, everybody? We appreciate y'all hanging out with us. We're going to get into some best ball drafts here in a second. I know that Dustin is waiting and wants to draft with us. Jeremy, I saw you in the chat. Hopefully, you will be able to draft with us today. Cool.
Yeah, it looks
Cool.
like
Thanks,
he's-
Jeremy. Yeah, hopefully you can draft with us. I think you said, oh,
He's
you
filled
said
the
you
pool
filled
up.
them. Well, maybe
Well, we're
we'll
gonna
just
have
have to do a $20.
Yeah,
What's up,
might have
guys?
to.
But we appreciate y'all hanging out with us. We're gonna share our other screen so we can get into DraftKings lobby, and we're gonna get going. What time, Cam?
I'd say let's jump at $3, and then we'll do our first $20 for a second draft. That's what I suggest.
Well, Jeremy, are you going to be able to be here long enough to do a $20 if we start
Yeah.
with it? So if you aren't, we'll start with the $20 and flip over, if you know what I mean.
If you're down.
Yeah, if you're not down.
If you are new to the stream or have not done a $20 yet, remember DraftKings is offering a BOGO deal essentially in the promos to where you draft your first, you get $20 ticket to do another one. So you basically get two for one for the price of one, which is always fun to do. So
You're going to do an underdog first? Okay, bet. So we'll do a $3 first. Dustin, hop in here with us. If anybody else is in the chat. Oh, cool. Why? Did I do something wrong? It's working. I just needed there we go. So yeah, if anybody wants to jump into the chat and tell us if they're going to join here in a second to get this out of the way is basically why this not working. So a second, guys. What time would you like to start it, Cam?
Let's go in at we got about 30 seconds until 7-11 on the dot.
Perfect.
So at the top of the minute, that is when we're going to jump into this $3 20 max. And then we'll do our first $20 for our second draft. If you guys,
well, actually, we're gonna wait because Dustin has to deposit funds. So hurry up, Dustin. Right. We give you 2 minutes. All right, we'll start at 7:13 so that we can get going, and you can get in here with us.
Is preparing to fail.
If anybody else is in the chats, we normally have a group of friends that hang out with us and do these with us. So if you are not normal to that group, please tell us your name and tell us what your tell us what's up.
If you want to be the 260th subscriber to the community in the show.
Is that where we're at? 259
yeah,
still?
Man.
I mean, we went down to 258 and I was like, no way.
Yeah.
And then it went back up. So I was like, cool. Yeah. But we actually had a guy last time, I don't remember his name, that came and hung out with us that didn't get to draft with us. So if you're in the chat, come draft. We're going to do this at 7:13. Dustin,
7:12.
Get it together. 7:12?
Yeah.
Okay. How much we got time-wise?
We got about 15 seconds.
15 seconds. Malik Neighbors just fell down to 11. He was up pretty high.
There was a big jump. We updated our rankings today. We just shot our pass catcher 1.0 rankings for the fantasy season. And there's a lot of movement around the first, second round and kind of going from there.
Dustin said he's playing NCAA right now. That's why he's not ready. So
good selection.
All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. Dustin, come on.
Is they gonna jump back 12 eventually or what?
Yeah, she will.
That's exciting.
I'm actually so Texas State, last year was pretty impressive for like what we've done in the past. Of course, we've won back to back. First responder bowls. Is that the right bowl?
Yeah, I think
okay. So first responder bowls. So we are now, trending on the up. Dustin is right next to us, and we are 12 again, which is awesome. We always get 12, I swear. But Texas State actually has 2 guys on their defensive line that are draft guys. Actually, no, sorry, one guy. Ben Bell did leave. He was the Cedar Park guy, but he left. But yeah, we have one guy on our defensive line, Khalil Alexander, that is a top 100, top 150 guy. So
yeah, I saw. Because last year they were one of the biggest hitters of the transfer portal, and then they had, I think it was like the second largest amount of snaps that is not returning to the team this year. So a lot of turnover, but. It sounds like they're kind of right in the middle of the Sun Belt, which is kind of where they've been the last couple of years. But they're going to bowl games, which is fun.
They did lose. I have a good buddy that he played with me at TLU, and he coaches offensive line. he's telling me that they're pretty good and he's feeling pretty good about the season, but he did lose his best guard. And then their starting right tackle, who actually went to Hayes, he is now the right tackle for Oregon. So he went to Oregon for his final year. So pretty cool to see one of the Hayes guys going and being at Oregon. You know, we might actually get a guy that goes to the NFL. It'd be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty cool. No, Lockhart won't have that.
Y'all have never had a guy in your career?
Willie Ellison is our most well regarded. He set the record for most rushing yards in the game.
Nice.
And then that held for like 5 games.
Oh.
But we had it at one point.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We had a guy that went to Nevada that was a free agent, but he was never played. He was on his practice squad and stuff.
And then Curtis Clay was another one that went to TCU during 1 year when they won the Fiesta Bowl. They were 12-1. He was one of their starting receivers, and he made the Cowboys practice squad. And so I remember fond memories of that in the early 2010s.
Jamar Chase, like we expect, off the board at number 1. Bijan at 2. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Changing it up. Absolutely. Right. Dustin, I don't like being right next to you, so we're going to have to.
Hopefully we're at least on different strategies.
Yeah.
We've been kind of, on the opposite sides of things, or at least a couple spots away. So even when we have done the same strategies, it's guys that, hey, he wouldn't make it to this pick. So like, it's not like we're upset, but now Dusty's going to snipe us for every single Arizona Cardinal that we want to draft.
He can have him. We'll just let him have him on this, but it looks like we're pretty similar to what is going on, or we're pretty normal so
top
far.
6 is just kind of mixed match. That's kind of how it's been the whole summer of these 6. And then just kind of from there, there's been a little bit of movement with Puka. CMC's kind of jumped. Gene T in terms of being the overall RB4. And then Amon-Ra, Nukua, Neighbors, they're just jostling right now.
Yep. There's Genty. Let's see what Dustin does. We'll probably.
Well, if CMC's not taken on this pick, which
it's true,
I definitely think that one of us should go. Ooh, interesting.
Wow.
All right.
I like
Let's see if Dusty wants to start out wide receiver.
Nope.
Or no, didn't even let me finish my sentence. I like it.
Okay. Well, do you want to start out wide receiver?
Well, I don't think we've done a Neighbors and Collins build.
I don't think so either.
But also Brock Bowers is there, and that's always fun too.
I'd rather go Nico and Brock, funny enough.
Nico and Brock?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. So we'll go Nico.
I was going to say Nico no matter what, and then
cool.
And then just one or the other. We actually have Nico rated kind of right in the same tier as the Neighbors and Amon-Ra's Puka Nakua's. Actually really like him at the 1-2 turn right now. So
sorry, you get to go Malik Neighbors for a discount, buddy. It's fine, I promise. Oh my gosh, what an animal.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, we are definitely on different strategies. So that's good.
Yes, we are.
You gonna go full robust and get another tight end or another running back? That would be something else. Drake London going above Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors falling to 16. That one's impressive. That one's interesting for sure.
There was I sent you a draft earlier last night that was really kind of going my way, and then somebody unstacked my top 3, I guess, weapons in terms of pass catchers. All of them were unstacked, like sniped, and it was pretty crazy. And there was one kind of dude that was doing the Tua pick in the 4th round kind of BS that you'll see every now and again, but that really kind of jumped up quarterbacks, but they weren't even trying to correlate at all.
They're just screwing everybody.
It was like, my team, I like it, but it just doesn't make sense now because y'all just want to be silly.
Yep.
Eric's fallen to 17. Haven't really seen that a ton.
That wouldn't. What am I going to say here? I don't think I would mind taking him at that point.
No,
but
not at all.
I don't know that I want him still. That's fair.
Yeah, he's kind of going exactly where we would have him, and I think you're fine taking him at the 1-2 turn, but I think I'd prefer a CMC or a Ginty if they were to fall in the 10th to 12th range. And then, if they don't, I kind of prefer going 2 of those top receivers that fell to you, whether it's a mix of Brian Thomas, Nico, Malik Neighbors, Amon-Ra, Puka, Ladd, even Drake London.
So Dustin said he feels like he needs to get running backs early because he hates his running backs, but he loves his wide receivers at the end of the day. That's true, honestly. Because so many running backs have been going, I am kind of with you, and that's what I was telling. I think it was last time I was talking about how we should probably take an anchor or a hero running back, whichever you call it, because of that situation. I did want to say Garrett Wilson. This guy at 2 is picking his guys, but I like what he's doing. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's a unique kind of start. I would say.
Let's see. Oh, okay. T. Higgins, 28. That's pretty normal. Josh Allen, nothing crazy. It's pretty normal draft so far.
I'm hoping that there's some pass catchers that'll fall to us soon that we can feel good about at QB1, because right now CJ Stroud and Geno doesn't really inspire me.
Fair.
As a starting quarterback, depth, sure, whatever, but looks like strategies are kind of all over the board so far. No correlations or kind of doubles yet.
We need week 18 correlations.
Yeah, like usually you see T.
Week 17.
The Jamar Chase team taking T, but they opted to not do that, and they took Josh Allen anyway, so they're not going to all likelihood they're not going to go the Burrow route. We don't see the AJ Brown team going with Devontae, but that could very well happen at the end of the 4th. I like the trio of Golos trio. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's a nice little grouping. I want to get 6 or 7, please, in that $20, because my gosh, all we've gotten while we've been on this show is 1, 2, 11, and
we've been on the
12
sides. We haven't
the
really
whole
been too much in
time.
the middle.
There goes Kyron. Okay, so Dustin, that's who I was thinking was going to get to you, my guy. I'm so sorry. Now you got to go pick a different receiver.
Let's see what's
been crazy. Maybe he will pick a different receiver. So we have Nico, we have Brock. Can't get Terry.
Receivers didn't really fall like I'd hoped they would.
DJ.
I think DJ is one of my picks.
Do you want to go Kittle? Oh no, we have Brock.
I mean, we can, but
that would be crazy. That doesn't work, guys. Don't ever do that.
Going double receiver is probably my preference. We haven't really gotten Mike a ton.
That's fair. That's true.
So I'm fine with that. DK has been a big riser, and I'm just very fine just not
getting any of it
more now.
Yeah, that's fair.
So DJ, and then kind of pick in between Mike, or if you want to go down to Xavier. Look how high Jameson and Ted.
Let's go Mike. Now. Let's go Mike.
Okay, that's fine.
I want to see where Travis Hunter is. 52. Okay, he's falling. He's falling. I keep telling you. He's going to be in the city.
That's what we were saying last week, was just all the rookies seem to kind of like the intrigue is kind of tailed off a little bit. Dusty, I like you going the Kittle route. Definitely need to load up on receivers in the middle rounds, though, but very fun start.
This guy's got 3 receivers.
You better go with Purdy. I know that, with one of your quarterbacks.
Yeah, absolutely. This guy's got 3.
You might as well go with Jennings or Pearsall if they're still kind of at a reasonable ADP now.
Yeah. Jaden Daniels didn't make it to the Terry team. I was wondering if he was going to.
Still no correlations yet.
Yeah, nothing. I mean, you could get Zay to Lamar team, I guess.
But there's not like a just instant like, hey, this team is just doing the silly thing.
Right. Yeah.
It's just kind of a mix of strategies, which is always fun and intriguing drafts.
Just happy we don't have the same strategy as Dustin. Yeah. There goes Brees. I'm surprised by that. Okay.
But I mean, he did, well, not necessarily fall, but he's kind of going at the beginning of the 4th for the most part.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. He's 36th, I think, is what his rank is right now. DK, that team's got 4, so they're going.
If DK's your wide receiver 4, I'm not mad at that. But
fair. No running backs.
I'm just not interested. He's never been a huge touchdown guy, and I don't really see the boom
in Pittsburgh.
No.
14 running backs already off the board. I think you got to go with a running back. It's really hard for me because last year there was like 9 running backs off the board at this point, not 14. Like it's a little bit scarier when there's 14 of them.
Basically went 0 RB, so we're gonna cross our fingers that one falls to us and Dusty's nice, or if he just kind of really goes hero, then we're gonna have to be reaching a little bit on this next turn.
We're gonna attack some rookies. That's what we're gonna do.
I mean, yeah, that's the perfect range for it.
Jameson at 45. We talked about him on our video that is coming out for the wide receivers and tight ends, and just how I like him, but that's too high. Cam likes him less, and that's way too high.
Yeah,
So,
it's
I
just
mean,
it's hard.
fourth
And
round is, oh my gosh, here we
interest.
go.
So we got the first silly team
Okay.
going 2 unstacked quarterbacks in the top 4 picks.
Jeez. All right. Well, that's not Zay. That's all I'm saying.
Well, so if you're gonna do that, why don't you go Jalen Hurts since you went Saquon and AJ?
Sure.
You know,
You tell me, Cam. You
I
tell
mean,
me.
you could have gotten Devontae and then on the turn gone with Jalen and then had a trio of Philly, which I don't know if that offense is still going to be potent enough to warrant that. However,
It would have been a
that would have,
better looking offense or better looking draft,
yeah,
to say the
it's kind
least.
of all over the place right now.
Xavier Worthy, and then pair of receivers to team one. Actually, I'm not against what team one has done so far. I think they're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Jacobs a little early, but that's
They kind of had to take their favorite running back at that point because
yeah.
Philly didn't fall. Because otherwise, they would have had to wait till the end of the fourth.
Omarion.
Which that's what people would kind of consider reaching on Omarion.
Chuba, that's probably pretty high for Chuba too.
Yeah,
by rank. So we're gonna have to go some running backs because everybody's pushing them up. That's okay though. Jeremy, how's your draft going over there on Underdog?
Probably a little more fun. I know their ADPs are. I still am enjoying them more than
DraftKings.
But
there goes Travis Hunter at 52, right on the dot. George Pickens, man, 5'5".
Interesting.
That's even early for him.
That receiving trio: Rasheed Rice, Tet, and George Pickens.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Not really seeing the safety there.
Godwin at 54. Where is he at? Because that's got to be high.
That's
got to be high.
All right. Well, I guess I spoke too soon. There's been a lot of weird happening in the last dozen picks or so.
And we're not gonna be able to take advantage of it because we're 12th.
Well, at least there's
mix in.
All right.
Jalen Hurts is still on the board. We have a reason? We have no reason, right?
Well, I was hoping that Kenneth was going to fall to one of us at least, and he did not. So,
Dustin, just take James Conner already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put us out of our misery. Okay, so this is tough. Tough turn. You want to go both Ohio State guys?
Sure. We're reaching on the second one.
I know we are, but Travion Henderson's our RB1. So it's kind of tough. And we have him ranked higher than RJ Harvey anyways.
No, yeah,
so
for sure.
It's either to me Travion or Travion and Judkins, or if you want to go Swift again. We've been taking a lot of Swift lately, but
no, let's go Judkins.
Okay.
It's I don't like that I feel reaching. I feel like I'm reaching.
That was a tough turn.
I mean, Jalen Hurts is still on the board. I don't know what to do there.
That was a
great
round for Dusty, going with the basically he knew we weren't at that point going to go receivers, so he basically went running back first, and then got his picking. But he still definitely needs some depth. He only has 2 through 6 rounds.
Oh man, yeah. It's tough. But at the same time,
before the last 5 going running back.
Yeah, we needed Kamara, Mixon, Walker. I didn't want Connor, but he would have been one of these two. Addison.
Connor's one of the easier kind of handcuffs to get to because there's not a lot of Trey Benson believers, and to me, it's like, all right, well, if Trey Benson truly isn't impactful when Connor's healthy, if he is not healthy, I feel like it's just kind of next man up more so than just a committee.
Right.
But we'll just kind of see what happens. But that is a very, very late fall for Jalen Hurts, who's going unstacked.
Yeah, because all of his guys are way over here. Mm-hmm. And on a team that has 2 quarterbacks or Josh Allen.
Right.
Juwan Jennings going at 67. Yeah. Laporta, I feel like that's low.
He's kind of going in the early 60s, so kind of slightly.
Not a crazy difference, I guess. See what you do with your
based on how the board's fallen. It's kind of like we wish we could have gone the double receiver first so that we could have nabbed one of those running backs
out here
at the 3-4.
Yeah, Breece Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
Man, that Twins is just doing interesting things.
I wish they would let Chuba fall a little bit so that maybe we could have pushed these guys down.
Right.
Chris Olave. Okay. So Jacoby Myers is still on the board. Shakir. Oh, stack. There's your stack. One correlated team so far. See what else they can do.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're going to go Keon if they get the chance, since it's hard to get a chance when you're all the way over there at 1. Cooper Cup. Okay.
Wow, that's early.
Celsius. And then
He
there's
is
we
wide
got
receiver 5 though, but
we got a stack.
oh,
Ta-da.
breaking news.
They should have gone. Oh no, they already had McBride. Pleasure.
Hey.
Yeah, there's some weirdness right here in this middle part, but nothing.
Yeah,
that's early for
tight ends
TJ.
are starting to reach.
but
Good thing both of us and Dusty, have our tight ends already figured out.
yeah, need a position.
Harvey, look how far he's fallen now.
To start
To
reach on.
77.
Yeah,
So
and we had him down there originally. That's still
we haven't updated like an overall top 150 yet, just because it feels a little early. But yeah, that's probably exactly where we'd have him. And lately, he's been going in the 50s. So it's just kind of one of those things. It's not like JK just completely made him plummet. We were already kind of lower on him than the other rookie running backs, but still fine, especially as RB3.
Aaron Jones and Kamara to this team. There's the Jacoby Meyer pick. Okay. I was wondering if it was going to get all the way to Dustin. That would have been crazy. Well,
I have an idea.
Caleb Johnson. Okay. Could just pick all rookie running backs.
Well, probably. But I have an idea with one of the 2 picks. I don't know what else is the best available, but Pacheco's still on the board.
Tony Pollard goes.
So let's see what Dusty does. Okay. It was Ricky Pearsall. Okay. So you better get Brock Purdy soon. I'm not sure if he'll fall to you. So yeah, I was going to say Diggs, and then we can target Drake May later on because we have Travion.
And our backup tight end can be Hunter Henry.
And then basically Pacheco and Robinson are the last true, we know starting running backs.
Right.
Because of our lack of power, we might have to go one of them. Both of them.
I like Pacheco because I like his handcuff.
Okay.
Is that fair?
That's fine and fair. With Robinson, I don't like the handcuff situation.
But
at least I feel more comfortable with his role. Whereas Isaiah Pacheco, he could very well just never regain the starting job again because he never did.
He could be Zamir White from last year. The Zamir White of last year. Purdy. Is that early? Oh, no, I guess so. But yeah, 107. That's true. Good job, Dustin. Proud of you. Don't snipe him. Yeah, I was going to snipe Brock Purdy from you.
Dusty, do you have a lean between Ricky Pearsall and Juwan Jennings? If both were on the board, do you have like a preference between the 2 right now? Because that's one of our toughest kind of conversations in that tier of receivers is I have no idea which one I prefer between the 2.
I think I lean Juwan. I think so. I think so.
But I mean, now he's starting to go in the 60s. Ricky Pearsall went 16 picks later.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, if you're going to get Ricky Pearsall at 83, where's Ayuk, though, is the real question, too.
He's falling all the way to the 90s. I mean, we're at 91 now. He's still on the board.
Yeah.
But again, he's kind of one that really, it sounds very like a safe bet that he's going to missing some time to start the season. So if half the year, he might not be himself or even have realistic fantasy output, which is going to be tough. So if you do believe he can come back and instantly produce, that's fine. But I think he's just going to continue to drop as that news comes out. There he goes off the board at 92. But if it comes out that he's likely to start in the pup, he's going to fall into the 120s.
Right.
So get your shares then as a wide receiver 5 or 6. That's kind of how I'm approaching it.
Dustin said he takes the guy that's been literally shot. So fine deal. Baker Mayfield, this team double stacked with Godwin and Bucky. So that's solid for celeb there. Goff goes with a stack of David and Jameson. So there you go. Another stack. I'm sure that is, let's see, there's no stack here. Yeah. Maybe.
Jeremy comes back with his update on his underdog draft so far. Puka, Drake, JSN, and Tet to start with then going back to back running backs with Ken and Travion Henderson,
I
who
like
we
that a
both have in
lot.
this draft. Yeah, that was very fun.
Only
40 does seem a little early for McMillan. However, he's your wide receiver 4.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of one of those things.
My biggest thing is it's half point PPR too. So it's like a lot of receivers. I just on underdog, I really like going running backs, but I also don't know what I haven't played enough to know how the drafting is going over there. So
Mhm.
I can't really just say like, oh, you should only go running backs or something like that.
Right.
Justin Fields and Jared Goff. Let's see. And Bo Nix. So quarterbacks come off the board. We have no quarterback. We are targeting a quarterback. We might have to take him here.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna have to take him here.
Mr. Caleb Williams, hopefully.
No, we want Drake May. I don't think we can get him at 132.
Why don't we go both?
Again, I'm shit. That's cool with me.
We don't have to worry about our backup tight end, and so
Yeah.
like there after that, like Baker's already gone, and then who was our other receiver that we went with? So I guess we could maybe target CJ later, but I'd rather just kind of get both if both were able to fall.
Yeah, that's fine. Because we're 4 already. I didn't even realize. I don't know. That would have been the team that I thought would have got him.
All right. So that team kind of doesn't go. I wouldn't expect Dusty to go another quarterback here. Even so, he doesn't have any.
Well, Kyler already got picked too.
Okay. Dak's on the board too.
So yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I know it's a little bit of a reach on Drake May, but we did go to Patriots.
Where is he? There he is.
But I mean, I'm kind of fine just
doing it, being done.
Do you feel comfortable with this as a duo and then not have to?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Especially with I'm gonna go Drake May first because that's always fun, and then Caleb.
All right. So yeah, we locked up quarterback. We just need a backup tight end, whoever it is, doesn't really matter.
Well, you could do well, I don't think Colston will follow us, but if he does, I think that would be an okay thing to go for. But I was going to say Hunter Henry is pretty far down the list, and that's who I would go with if we got that chance.
Kyle Pitts is falling like a rock right now.
Mason
again.
Taylor.
Yeah.
TJ Hawkinson and then Brian Robinson.
Fun.
I think you might have had to reach on Brian Robinson, though, because of
It's not too much of a reach. He's going like in the 90s, I think.
On underdog? I don't know.
Let me pull up the rankings. It is, where are you at?
Cam Scattaboo and Travis Etienne.
No, he's going 88.4. So he technically,
okay.
You know,
on point.
Reach, you know?
Yeah, it's a lot, honestly. Never done that.
Very
Javonte.
Nice. I like your team more than ours.
Currently, yes, your team is got him at ADP.
We had a tough 7-8 turn. Or no, not 7-8, 5-6 turn.
This guy just got 3 quarterbacks. Is that the team? No, so, I mean,
why do all the kind of crazy people always happen on the other side of the board?
I want to be right in the middle, so I can actually get like
the 2 crazy people
something
are back
to fall.
back. So if you were Schultz Golf or Saltzman, you're chilling fat or have a good opportunity.
Yeah,
I don't think I've loved what Saltzman has done.
No, but this guy should be feeling pretty good about himself. Let's see.
No, that was the crazy guy.
Oh, is this the crazy guy too? Oh,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. 3 and 4 were back.
So this guy's getting it. Celeb. He's the one that's been.
I guess so.
Because he has. I like his team a lot.
Look what he did. I don't like what he did. He's got 3 receivers through 10 rounds. Goodness gracious.
5 running backs. He just keeps picking them too.
So I like all of you.
Apparently, they're all friends, and they're just screwing everything up for Celeb over here.
I don't know.
5 guys have been here in the chat. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Got some texts that people couldn't show up today. It sounds like.
Yeah, it's all good.
Boo! He's playing softball.
Yeah. Final game. What I would anticipate of the NBA season tonight. We also have friends doing some softball, being lame. So.
I don't know. If you had to pick a old man intramural sport, like where you're like, hey, I'm turning 30. What is the sport you go with other than golf? Because that's, I think, everybody's answer. So, like, what's the next thing you do?
Bowling's a slept-on one.
Okay.
I don't think I have enough bowling friends.
Well, Travis is a good bowler.
I know he's a good bowler, but I don't think he goes nearly as much.
If you invited him, I bet he would. He's there. He goes to a lot of things. We play volleyball together. So, yeah, I think he'd do it.
Okay.
I know
I
that.
know he's really good though.
No, yeah. What's the new
Pickleball's another
pickleball
one.
is a big one
I
right now.
haven't played
There's Dustin.
pickleball,
Yeah,
so
we're throwing pickleball in there for sure. I agree with that.
spikeball until my knees give out.
Yeah, I can't. I don't think we could do that for the next 20 years. Well, I mean, maybe if I really, really took care of myself. I have been playing a lot of golf, but if I had to pick one, it's probably volleyball right now for me. No one in the chat plays with me, unfortunately, so I can't be like, "Hey, shout out."
I'm
But
just insecure about my lack of talent.
in volleyball,
oh no, volleyball. I just didn't get the invites.
oh, and your lack of talent, what though?
Oh, I
And-
was thinking golf still.
oh, I see, I see, I see.
Yeah.
No, I love golf, but it is not easy.
Yeah.
It's definitely tough. You need to go tight end here, Gibson Bill. I just letting you know. You're kind of getting to that point.
Look how fall. Look how far.
Kyler
Joker fell.
Murray. What did
105.
I say, Dustin?
Wow.
I don't know what I said, but the phrasing must have been really bad. I do that a lot though. Yeah, 105 is good for Kyler Murray.
Words are hard. It's okay.
No, he's talking about because
Wilson
we
goes.
said some crazy things, and I'd like start talking, and then like it relates to something bad, you know, and then they make fun of me, and I don't know. It's just it is
Back
what
to
it is.
back situations where there were reaches because of lack of position. Cam went with Colson Loveland as his tight end one, and then Michael Penix was reached on for his quarterback one.
J.K. Dobbins is 129. Everybody.
Yeah, that was a big.
Nobody in the chat plays with me. Good one. Okay, we have an abundance of receivers.
Okay.
Need no quarterbacks. We need tight end, but we're gonna get that later. We should go running back here.
So star blue. I don't like how much I'm taking Jaden Blue.
I don't want to take him anymore, but you.
I mean,
but here we have to,
we have
unfortunately. And then our second player, Luther Burden.
Spears still there?
No, he's gone.
He's gone. I'll miss him.
Everybody's gone.
Go trade Ben. No, we don't have to go him that early.
I don't know what to do.
Go receiver.
I guess. I don't even like that.
Luther with Caleb?
Yes. Perfect, Cam. Good job. Good job, Cam. Correlation, baby. Proud of you.
Our QB2.
Well, yeah, and yeah, definitely our QB2.
So at least this time we got, some doubles on both.
Yeah, we got
last week, I think our last draft, we just kept getting sniped.
Yeah, that was I remember that was tough. Man. Nobody plays with me. Dustin, I don't mean to do that though. I'm of course I try to be literate. I'm trying to do better, obviously. It's my worst subject in school, so what am I gonna say? I don't know what team I like the most. I guess Celeb right now has the best team in my opinion.
I mean, other than Tucker Craft in their tight end one.
Yeah, if they wouldn't have done that and they would have like got a tight end, like
I feel like this is the draft lobby that has like one of the lowest deserving top two teams that are going to go, and it's just like, why the hell did y'all make it?
Yeah, why are you getting paid $10?
15 and 16 are going to go off. So all you got to do is just survive.
They're gonna have the perfect injury situation and stuff fall into their lap. Yeah, that'll be what happens.
I mean, at least the 101 team, like they're really light on running back. I mean, Ramondre's their RB2, but I mean, I like their approach that they took because we've been seeing a lot of 101 teams kind of really do what we wouldn't. But I mean, they just loaded up at receiver. Even if it's guys that we don't love, they're like one position lower.
Mm-hmm. They went Jonnu. I'm not a huge fan on Jonnu, sure, but still, whatever.
I look at the last 4 rounds and I'm just like, you know what? Never mind. I don't like what they're doing.
Yeah,
it's fine.
I don't see a team that I'm like, this is the team in this draft. You know what I mean? There you go, Kyle Williams.
Dusty.
Yeah, Dustin's team looks great. JK was the guy I was thinking, but
he ends up going Jaden and then his QB2 going CJ Stroud. So
yeah, with Jaden Higgins.
In hindsight, we sniped him on Nico.
Fair.
But, I mean,
that's his fault. He could have got him.
Yeah, we could have traded.
I'll take Christian. Don't you worry. Yeah, that would have helped us. Honestly, we should have.
That we would have gone receiver, and then you could have gotten Brock Bowers. So this is really your fault.
I blame you. Yeah. It's your fault. But then he needed a running back because he doesn't like his running backs ever.
Schultz Golf still only has 3 receivers. Still, after 12 rounds.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Okay.
This guy's got 3. This is the crazy team, but they have 3
quarterbacks
quarterbacks,
and
3 tight ends. This,
All right.
yeah, something else. This is a hell of a draft right here. Hey, Jeremy,
We're all noobs.
how much time do you have left on your draft? Just kind of if we're
'Cause you're a
pacing it,
couple rounds before us too.
just so
Or,
we can
I mean,
pace it.
you end a couple rounds before us.
Dustin, you gonna play that 20 max with us since you just deposited all those funds?
You mean the 150 max? Or are we going?
Oh, sorry, the $20
Yeah,
entry.
yeah.
My bad. Yeah,
Hey,
you can play that
get
with
a
us.
ticket, remember?
Yeah, we'll get it next time. Oh wait, this is on yours. Never mind. I don't have it.
Yeah.
When
Yeah, we're
we
gonna have to
switch
do it
over, we'll flip. Yeah, we'll do it over there. It's on
Yeah,
pick
but-
127. Gotcha. Yeah, I think
27?
that's exactly 2 rounds behind us. So you're
good.
in the
Good
perfect
pace.
spot.
That must have
'Cause
slowed down though, because Jeremy, question: do you on Underdog? Do you do the 20-second drafts or do you still do the standard 30? Because I know there's options to where you can pick like your slow or your fast ones. Sometimes that's a little kind of helpful if you wanted to do multiple in one sitting.
he was 105. Where's 105? So he's up right now. He's probably drafting right now because he is 129.
Okay, he's busy.
So we'll have to wait for him. Trey Brinson goes, which I was really hoping he'd be able to do this.
I
So
know.
that stinks. Quinn Johnston.
It
Okay.
just seems kind of low for him. Like, why is he going behind Brace Hall Tootin and Isaac Garinda?
One plays on San Francisco, and everybody gets an opportunity to be good on San Francisco, I guess.
Well, I mean, he has 0 touch upside when Christian's
right,
healthy.
right, for sure. He's
Whereas
a full
Trey's
backup.
going to have like 5 to 6 touches no matter what, but he'll have the 20 once James Conner goes down.
He said the 20 didn't feel quick enough, so he went to the 30.
Gotcha.
Makes sense.
That's kind of strange.
Hey, we're
I feel like a lot of that was like one of the positive changes that they did last year. And then this year, I think they added a little bit more of the prize pool being the season prizes, not necessarily to the end of the postseason, which apparently made a lot of people happy.
Dustin, you have no idea what you want to do, I see. Tank Bigsby. Okay.
If we want QB3, our correlated one is there for the taking.
I don't really think we need it.
That's fine if we don't.
Wait, what's their bye weeks? Maybe we do need it. For now, 5 and 14. We're good.
Okay, so I guess Hollywood, we have our choice of Panther receivers. We do need another running back, but that's kind of really tough. I'd rather reach on Roshan because he's starting to creep up a little bit.
Okay.
But if you want to go receiver, then we might just have to hammer running backs like 5 straight at the end.
We'd be at 179 on the next one.
I don't think he'll make it.
Not Roshan. He's at 174. But
I mean, we have him probably about 30 spots higher.
Oh, we got a pick.
I know.
Shit. Okay. Yeah, we can go Roshan.
Okay. Sweet. I mean, like he's our RB 44.
Yeah.
If you watched our video, and right now he's kind of like just outside the top 50 on both platforms, and so RB 44 is going right around the 13th, 14th round range. So I know that is early on ADP, but you can't just get everybody at a value.
Oh, nice, Dustin. I love what you're doing, Dustin. You stacking your Miami running backs. That's good stuff. You go get Ollie. Why not? Because it's 20th round.
Question. I have a question. Now that you mentioned it.
Oh, handcuff. Good job.
Is Ollie Gordon, guy that was a Doak Walker winner, had an awful year last year, fell all the way to the 6th, 7th round this year, and he's, I guess, projecting as RB3. If Devon Achane were to go down or not be able to sustain a season-long role, how much does Ollie instantly take off of Jalen, or is it just going to be the Jalen show from there?
There's a few guys. So when we did our tiers on the draft stuff, like the top 12 were by themselves, right? You know, like the top 12 guys. Ollie was in that top 12. Rashard Smith is in that top 12. Damian Martinez, who is a guy that I like in Seattle. Like, I think they're better than the guy that's the number 2 running back, you know. Damian Martinez is, I think, better than Zach Charbonnet. That's more of a stretch, you know. But Ollie Gordon is better than Jalen Wright to me. Like that's just how I feel.
I just hope, like, say HN goes down week 1, like I don't know if he's done enough that early to have it like an instant 15 touches to where he's the waiver wire pickup that we talk about. I think it would be a wait and see from that point. But if it was later in the season and we started to see a little bit more experience, maybe he gets a couple goal line scores, then I would kind of feel more comfortable saying he's instantly the RB1A in Miami. But I was just curious what your thoughts were for Dusty's sake.
I just think that this draft class was so good.
15-1 for Kareem Hunt.
Hell
That's
yeah.
tough.
I just think this draft class is so good.
Yeah.
And that
It
was
is.
part of the problem is like, yeah, they got picks in the 7th round, but their equity in the 7th round is like a 4th rounder, not a 7th rounder.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's one of those things where I just think we need to look at the player a little bit more.
Who was the best undrafted running back? Was there any of our top 30,
Mullins,
our top 27 that did not?
Jaden Blue? I don't know. There definitely was. Let me go look.
Okay,
I got you. That way,
Kyle Monungai, did he get drafted?
he did 7th
Right.
round to the Bears.
There was a lot of 7th rounders.
Yeah, that was the part that because
we were shocked by the lack of like 4th and 5th, but then everybody went like
because they knew they were going to be there because there was just so many. You're like, hey, we'll just wait.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just wait. Someone will fall. We'll get them. It's fine.
There's a couple of pretty strong reaches, and then from there, all of the guys that we thought were top 100 talents in this draft were just available in the 150s and after.
Oh, there goes Hunter Henry. Damn it, that fucker.
Okay.
And Douglas, back to back New England players. Do I have on this one? Let's see. No, it's not on this one. Hold on.
Going Braylon Allen at 177. It's pretty low.
Dustin, just go in the 19th round because it's 3 picks before with Ollie Gordon.
Yeah.
And
if you don't, we will.
Yeah.
Probably.
Actually, though.
Yeah, we need a lot of running backs. I mean, we can still go like Mason Taylor as our tight end too.
Yeah. We don't have any reason to go the other guys, right?
Well, yeah, I don't know. All these tight ends, like they're barely going to show, and if Brock Bowers were to get hurt, this line is dead anyways. So all of these guys are kind of serviceable, getting you 3-4 weeks. But Mason maybe. So you like Justice
as our running back here? I think we're going to be able to get the next guy still.
Okay.
So I think we go these two.
That's fine.
Okay. That guy, because I think I want him more.
6. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just as a last second option, we could knock out Josh Palmer, and I think we could be good at receiver. But if you wanted to truly go Justice, that's fine because we do need a lot of running backs.
I think I want to go Justice.
That's fine
because he is a true handcuff. Where if Derrick Henry
and see, I'm not necessarily sold on that because
Caden Mitchell
is a year.
Yeah,
but at the same time, he was I believe an undrafted guy as well. So
let me go find it now.
Yeah.
While I'm sitting here, now that I got that.
Yeah. Daniel Jones has become the QB1 for Indy in terms of fantasy assets. I still think that's a fun. If you were to just take a dominant, you were to not be able to get a dominant quarterback, and you had to go like a Caleb as a QB1, you probably want 3 quarterbacks.
Right.
Like going to Indy, I don't mind because you get both of them after the 15th
round. So the only 2 that we ranked we actually didn't rank any that didn't get drafted. Everybody got drafted that we ranked.
Well, good on us.
Yeah. But the guys that were on our honorable mentions list that didn't get drafted, Marcus Yarns out of Delaware. He's a pass catcher.
Okay.
And then Jaquindon Jackson out of Arkansas. Those 2 guys did not get drafted.
Cover boy of the first college football game did not get drafted. Probably don't. We don't.
Donovan. And his teammate didn't get drafted. Chloe Mullings. Yeah. He did not either. So that was a big one. Oh no, he did get drafted. Just kidding. He was drafted 188.
Khalil?
That's what it's showing. I might be wrong, but I believe so.
Interesting. I was going to say something fun, and I don't know what it was, but very interesting. Apparently, Jackson Dart's been impressing so far in OTAs and mandatory minicamps.
Because he's got a hell of an arm.
Either way, he probably should not start.
No,
for the first half of the season. But I still think that because of that gauntlet of the schedule, if they start out like 1-7 and the season's already lost, I don't think that there's a single way they truly are like a 0-17 contender.
Right.
That Ryan Dable, it doesn't matter what the record is, like they're going to ride with them. I mean, otherwise they wouldn't have had such an influence because there was a lot of Shadur like lovers in the building. this was a day ball pick.
Mhm.
So I don't think that a tough start to the season is going to, make his job any kind of risky. If it does, that truly is the epitome of a dysfunctional organization because then they're just kind of stuck on a bad team with a quarterback, and now you have to figure out a coach that meshes with him. When you just had that, it's tough. That team going 4 straight running backs.
Big Jackson Dart truther over here. And Dustin, we love Jackson Dart. It's not that we don't like Jackson Dart. I just think he needs a year, and we had this conversation a lot. I think he's not ready to play right now. That is just what I believe. But when he is ready to play, man, his arm is pretty impressive, to say the
I
least.
truly hate I know that team for needed a lot of running backs later in the draft, but I hate the entire way that they attacked that because there's not even a guarantee that Rico, Jerome, or Miles will even be the RB2 on their own teams. So,
well, I don't think Jerome is.
Yeah, Jerome won't be because it'll be Dylan Sampson. They drafted him in the 4th round. So
I don't know. I'm looking. Let me see.
I think it was the 4th round.
Luckily, I'm on here. Yeah, I think it was too, but I don't remember what's on there.
Yeah, Cleveland, their draft made no sense to me. But lo and behold, like Jerome Ford is just not going to be the RB2 there. Miles Sanders, I really strongly feel like he won't make the roster because he doesn't play special teams. Tyler Algier is just fine.
Yeah. But
yeah,
what do we need?
Tough.
Now that I think about it.
Well,
we need.
Speaking of handcuffs,
yeah, we're gonna get one of ours.
No, actually, we can't.
Oh, Dustin, you Ned.
Yeah,
but we will get the other guy.
Name too much. All right, so we went ahead and went with Pacheco earlier, correct?
Yeah, okay, that's why we're getting
good. Well, we almost were able to do that twice, but Dusty screwed us
up. You son of a gun.
We already praised your team, and you're not going to give us a bone because of that. That's kind of crazy.
I think DJ Giddens is interesting.
If we have to go running back, I think that's the answer.
So we went there on one of them. I think wide receiver wise, there's really not much.
Yeah.
Later either.
Well, there's the Troy Franklin. There's the Roman Wilson.
Yeah.
A couple year 2 receivers that hopefully after down first year.
Why are you even up here?
I don't know.
You either.
It's
ugly.
Troy Franklin, I like more and more based on his ADP because he's basically going undrafted on all best ball drafts right now because he's in the 300s on DraftKings. He's wide, and he's behind like 3 or 4 guys we know play this year. He's behind basically every single rookie receiver, and it's like I think he has a clear defined, like at the very least, wide receiver 4 or better role. And all of these guys, I don't even know in front of him if they can even play this year or even make the team.
Right. This actually, I was going to say we had the conversation about how Jerome Ford's probably not going to be running back 2, and you were saying Ollie Gordon possibly being the better running back overall. Shedeur Sanders, Dustin, what are you doing? Never mind.
No.
But DJ Giddens, I actually think is also the second best running back on that team. He was our number 8 running back above Damian Martinez,
JT's
above
also
Ollie.
Coming off back-to-back years of injuries, which is why people are kind of frustrated with him.
Khalil Herbert is not gonna be better. But
this isn't like a Zach Moss and who was the one guy that had Jackson was his last name that Steiger picked up, and he had 13 carries and 14 yards.
13 carries from where? Sorry.
When JT started the season on the pup in 2023.
Oh, no, it was Eric. Wasn't it?
His last name was Jackson. I know that. But he's not. He got cut like 2 weeks later.
Yeah,
and we laughed at him because he spent fab on him.
Carson Steele-esque.
Yes.
Type of buy, right?
Like DJ Giddens, if JT goes down, gets all the workload, and if JT every week is in the fringe 4 to 7 range in terms of best plays, DJ Giddens without JT is probably between 12 and 15 every single week. Well, right now he's going outside the top 60.
Just remember Dallas chose Jaden Blue before DJ. And Ollie.
I hate it.
And
if they
Damian,
drafted DJ,
Devin.
If they drafted DJ instead of Jaden Blue, we would be taking him in the 9th and 10th rounds.
Oh, absolutely. I'd have so much of him. I'd have so much. But yeah, no, because it's Jaden Blue, it's a little harder because you took him 2 picks before DJ Giddens was picked.
Crazy.
Yeah. And Ollie Gordon was in the 6th round behind that. Devin Neal was behind that. Taj Brooks, Kyle Monunga. Yeah. LaQuint Allen too, everybody's favorite guy from the Senior Bowl. And then you went Phil Maffa because
What's
you
the
couldn't get
point?
the other guys
Why would you go Anthony after taking both of the Giants quarterbacks?
because we like
I really wish I was on that side of the board.
chaos. Oh my
Hopefully,
gosh,
when
I
we do our
know.
first $20,
We get
we
some.
get some more of this nonsense
It's
and we're
4
closer to
quarterbacks.
it.
It's 4.
I don't think there's a circumstance when you should go 4 quarterbacks on a best ball team, but if you get the tandem of a quarterback situation, that is your QB2. So there was no reason to go
The Colts,
Anthony
you
Richardson.
know,
And
like
I'm
that
fine with Anthony
too.
Richardson this low because it's just like, hey, if he is starting, he's got 2 rushing touchdown upside.
Well, they had Patrick Mahomes too. It's not like they
Yeah.
picked like this range.
It's not like they waited all
Matthew
the way until
Stafford.
the Stafford range,
Yeah.
like you said, for QB1.
Like that's
That's waste of assets, man.
yeah. Dustin, you should go Ollie Gordon. Just saying.
If you don't, we will.
Nah, I don't know if we will.
Well,
We need
I mean, we're probably going
receiver.
to go one more running back, right?
We have 8.
I know. But we don't need a quarterback. We don't need a tight end. And our receiver room is pretty good. So we're not going 2 receivers.
Well, I think the upside is actually the receiver, unless you're looking for a guy like Ollie Gordon. If you're just like, I'm taking a stand on Ollie Gordon, but I think the upside at this range at the end of the draft is that receiver, personally.
With who?
Guys like Roman Wilson and Troy Franklin,
So
like
are
you were
we taking
talking
both
about.
of them?
And that would be that was my thoughts. Who else is down here?
I mean, Travion Henderson's our RB1. Like,
It's true.
I'm thinking this is a 9 RB team.
Okay, it's fine. Yeah, we did. I mean, that's fine.
Like, look at our receiver. Let's reread our receiver room because we got Diggs is our wide receiver 4. I like that, and then
Luther, stacked Luther, Hollywood.
let's go 1-1. Let's go 1-1.
Okay,
yeah,
it's fine.
So, who's your preference at receiver?
Well, if we're gonna really talk him up, let's freaking do it. Let's go Troy Franklin.
Okay,
I don't even know where he's at.
He's like 308.
Okay,
it's crazy. He's going below free agents and freaking guys who are getting cut.
Lower than that.
He's going below Trey Burks, who might miss the entire season. 327. I'm sorry.
So now we'll know for next time at least.
He's going below Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
I don't know what running back.
Thornton Jr.
Yeah.
By 100 picks. I don't get it.
Is Zach Moss is still on the team?
Yes.
Common guy.
If he, but the thing is, Zach is a cut candidate if he doesn't take the job.
We took Roshan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go Kyle.
So did Dusty listen to our advice?
I don't know
yet.
Is
he still there? Let's see.
He's picking
because we were telling him to take Ollie, and if he doesn't,
we will.
It's between Ollie and
there you go. Yeah.
Attaboy.
Good choice. Yeah, I would say Kyle Monungai because we already have.
That's fine.
Picking Troy Franklin first.
Bet.
Because that's only right. Kyle Monungai was he was in the 7th round. I thought he was the last running back picked. He wasn't. All right.
Basically, a great situation. And if for some reason Roshan, because he doesn't take advantage of his opportunity, or DeAndre Swift already we're not a huge fan of, but it's just situation. Like
I also liked Kyle Monungai coming out too. So it's like, and I'm not saying I actually don't know that I think Kyle Monungai is better than Roshan, but I at least like him, at a high level. So let's see. Yeah, Kyle was 17th.
If both of those two go down or are limited, like it's all him. I don't think that they would just give a lot of it to Travis Homer.
No. I agree. Okay, so we're gonna run out.
Interesting draft, to say the least.
Do I take tight end 3 or Ollie? We just told you what to do. You take Ollie.
Always Ollie. Especially when you're going Devon Achane.
Jeremy and Jalen, right?
Yeah.
Jeremy, are you done with your
$20 viewer, sir?
I can overlap if you get ready to jump in the $20. Yeah. But I mean, we will wait for you if you're like 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes out,
Yeah, we got about 6 picks left in our draft.
He said that a while back though, so it'll be okay. And he was 20th round is already reserved. You didn't even do it. You didn't pick Dortch. What is going on? I didn't even realize.
What was his first tight end?
So
Kittle. Yeah, you didn't need 3 tight ends.
could have gone Dortch.
Yeah.
Could have done it. This is an interesting pick. I actually am really kind of.
Hockenson.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm high
Towards
on this
Achilles.
guy. It wasn't Tyler Conklin.
No. It was let me look at the Chargers depth chart.
Okay, perfect. It's always Ollie.
Somebody just tore his
First
Achilles.
off. No, but
Or is it a former Charger that tore his Achilles?
I have no idea. You got me on this one. But Gadsden is going to take over the Stone Smart role. He is a receiving tight end. And when he's out there, he is going to be running routes. He is not going to be blocking. So if you would like a tight end at the end of your drafts that has upside, he's a guy that you could get a little bit of. Because I didn't answer you. It's my fault.
Tight end room.
Blaming me. Who is it?
Will Dissly, Tyler Conklin.
Oh,
Gadsden,
yeah.
Fisk.
Hell yeah.
Fisk is a blocking tight end, so they'll probably keep 4 tight ends. Go down. Going to be one catch every single.
I'm going to begin early in the year so that we can, catch him on the right. Oh my gosh, I can't move my mouse. Okay. I have to sneeze, guys.
Donald Parham, that former Charger, was the answer. Yeah, Donald Parham towards Achilles recently. He's a Steeler, or was a Steeler. But yeah, Dusty, you are able to have one of the top 3 tight ends. I never recommend a 3 tight end build.
Right.
Just because I think it's tight end 1 fails, that lineup's probably dead anyways. So, yeah, I would. It doesn't matter how bad even if it was Dalton Schultz, which we have probably just inside our top 25. I still am fine with that as a tight end 2 if that's my team and I don't have to worry about a tight end 3. I would go as low as like a Jatavion Sanders in the 18th round as a tight end.
Right. The Schnauzer has ended, so in its 18 rounds, I think all of them on Underdog,
except for Superflex, those are 20.
Okay, but Jeremy, we will get going at 8:06. How much time do I have actually?
You said 8:06.
Oh, we can do 8:07 if it's like really quick. But
we got 30 seconds.
Okay, 8:06. We'll do 8:06.
$20 line. 12 people in the lobby. If you guys want to join as well, please feel free to do so. We're going to be doing it at the top of the minute, so about 20 seconds left. When your phone hits 8:06, that's when we were going to click enter to try to hopefully take down this lobby.
Yeah, on the NFL best ball, 15 million millionaire.
This could be the millionaire line.
It damn well sure will. It's going to be. What do you mean?
What pick do you want to be?
7. Please just give me like.
I was gonna say 1, 2, 3. My answer was 7. We could have had a moment.
I'm sorry. It's okay. We should. Next time you gotta let me have it. I'm ready to hit the button. All right, we're good. I'm.
All right.
6. Okay, well, full, so cool. You'll get in with us for sure.
We got 8 in the lobby. If you guys want to join the $20, again, if you have not done a $20 yet, they will give you a $20 ticket to do another best ball draft. If you enter, you just got to accept that promotion. They're doing a lot of fun promotions since they kind of revamped that earlier in the year. So a lot of fun missions. Always get your crowns. Basically, every time you play, it doesn't matter. Make sure you get your crowns. I just emptied my crowns 3 weeks ago, and I'm already up to 14,000 crowns. It's fun.
I'm trying to find the button. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous.
What's your button?
Never mind. I was trying to hit the button because Jeremy said I'm ready to hit the button, but I can't find a button. So trying to
refresh the screen. Let's see if it's almost if we're getting close. We've got 10 out of 12.
Okay.
2 more if anybody else wants to join.
Come on, pick 5 to 8. I know, right? Pick 5 to 8 would be amazing. I always get the other side, man. Right. Oh, we're too far. There's
Jeremy's
no way,
he
man.
Got exactly what he wanted.
No way. We're gonna be 10,
12.
Oh, yes, we're 8.
I'll take 8.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Now I don't know where I'm gonna start now because I haven't played this yet.
Hopefully, Cleve can just be the bot, and both of us can prosper on this.
Hell yeah. 8 is.
That's right in the
Christian.
Puka GT CMC range.
Ooh, it's interesting.
Very fun. Very fun.
Thank God.
Again, I don't think I've been pick 8 either, so it's a fun one.
Well, definitely not on this channel. Not while doing this. Yeah. 8 is okay. Yeah. Hey, back off. I just hate being on either end. Oh, I know, man.
I don't mind the back end of the first round. I usually like being the 1-2 turn, but especially this year, the 101 sucks.
Yeah,
I hate the 2-3 turn.
No, 6 is really nice. It just depends though. like how you want to
Are
play
you
it.
going receiver? You going running back? That's your big question.
What can Jameer get
We'll
to
probably
you?
go the other, in all honesty,
Yeah, truly. I really
unless
like
somebody were to just fall in our lap.
17. And we'll talk about
Damn
why
right,
in a
17 is a
minute.
good number.
Yeah, I really like 17.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that in a minute.
All right.
Ah.
Fun stuff. And if anybody else is in this lobby that we don't know of that hasn't drafted with us, please let us know. Say what's up, and we'll just kind of, hopefully befriend each other.
Please tell me beer, bacon, and blank is in here. Please.
Oh,
That'd be such a great great
name.
name. And then aim high. I think that's
I feel like I've seen that name before.
aim high. Yeah, I have two. That's definitely someone I've
Mark
heard of.
Dean, Tom the Butcher.
Nah. Let's see.
All right.
Yeah, there's some. I mean, really, beer,
Who's the
bacon,
noob?
and is
Who
top
is
for
the
sure.
noob? Once again, the last I did a $20 earlier, and Tua was picked in the 4th round. So I'm hoping that there's some craziness like that in this one as well.
We do have someone.
Hey,
The Greek Freak is in here. All right,
Giannis?
Mark. Oh well, he's 2, so I bet. Well, I want to see if he gets running. Yeah, he's going running back. All right. Well, which
see.
one is the real question? Maybe he's a Bijan believer.
Maybe he wants to go receiver. We'll see.
Receiver here would be, I guess, JJ.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
Not
Let's
against
go.
it. I like the new. Sweet.
Sweet, man. This is fun.
Your name is Mark, though it's not. Mark's 2650, and that's not what you got over here. Got a different picture too. What are you doing? I got to look at this.
Well, he needs to insert his picture.
Right.
Just the helmet. Nothing wrong with that.
Beer, bacon, and goes Puka.
Ooh.
Okay. We got some
Jeremy
weird.
had somebody fall to him, but
Jameer.
Jameer or CD. Hopefully, well, I don't actually want the other. Let's
if
see
he
what
falls
happens.
to us, I don't know that you're gonna get anybody like that.
So
at 7.
CMC.
Yep, him or Genty.
Well,
no, we'll go CMC.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get a lot of shares. In the prime part of the best ball season at the 1-2 turn, because Genty's already kind of fallen from like 7 where he was to like 10 or 11. We almost got him in the last, or actually no, last draft he was reached on.
Right. Yeah, he was.
And then CMC actually fell all the way to 11 for Dusty. So fun stuff.
Got 2 in here. Y'all are both receivers currently, but no one's on a strategy yet. But
yeah, it's too early to tell. But a lot of running backs in the back half. So
6 running backs in the first round.
Yeah, back to the good old days.
Yeah, I know. Not doing no RB for the first like 6 rounds this year. That was crazy last year.
All right, let's see what happens.
Well, there's one guy I really
the thing is,
would like
I
to
feel
fall.
like the guy that is. Oh, never mind. They go double Raider.
Hell yeah, they did. What a guy.
I had a feeling he was going to fall, but I didn't want to take him the second time. So it looks like we get our probably choosing between London
receiver
and McConkey. We want to go that route.
Neither is wrong. There is one right answer though.
Let's see. 17th pick. You were saying was this
tough.
Was that
was what I was hoping for? Wanted? Yeah,
that's fine.
That's okay.
We've gotten less lads, so hopefully we can.
I've gotten very little Drake also because I haven't gotten in the middle in my drafts. So I've also had like very little Drake. So,
gotcha.
All right, Jeremy, what you gonna do?
Oh, double running back in between. That's interesting. All right.
Are you gonna go running back? No, AJ. Okay.
No,
okay.
He's aiming for that.
So I like to see.
Yeah.
Because I think the next running back's Bucky, and we can all agree, right?
But I've also seen. I think Jeremy likes to go a lot of receivers early on too. So
yeah, because he had 4 in his underdog one. Yeah.
Straight to start. So.
And then Kenneth Walker. So
yeah, I wish that could have been us.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's not.
Beer, bacon, and Jonathan Taylor.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Tom
the Butcher going double running back.
All right, so that kind of hurts you a little bit, Greek, because you're gonna just that's what I was say. But you could get who's falling to him, honestly. Let's check it out.
I mean, it's pretty standard.
Josh.
Nothing's been crazy so far.
He could go tight end, which is always fun.
Let's see.
Rashida's go earlier than ADP. Okay, Josh. Yeah.
Does Minnesota and Green Bay always play late? Do they play in the fantasy postseason?
I bet they do.
I need to.
But I don't know if it's 8. It might be week 18 though.
Memorize the schedule.
It might be week 18.
Let's look.
And there you go.
Oh, it is.
Week 18.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
With week 12 is their other matchup, but yeah, that would have been a fun postseason matchup to attack.
Yeah, going T Higgins.
Yeah, that's
I
just
wonder-
a tough range.
I wonder when they play because they try to. I think they try to play Cincinnati, Minnesota every year too. Because
Cincinnati, Minnesota.
I think so.
Well, I mean, that would have to just kind of be coincidence more so than they play week 3 this year, but that's because the both Norths are playing each other.
Right. That's what I thought. I couldn't.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna go robust. Here we go. All right.
Dean's gonna have what we would say an interesting receiving room. There's a lot of running backs going early. Brees Hall at 29. Wow.
We might have to invest in one.
I mean, who?
Well, Jeremy's definitely gonna have to invest.
Yeah.
Because
Well, no, he's gonna say screw it.
Just run.
I mean, look at all the receivers that fell to him.
That's true. He could just go complete 0 RB and just hope that they fall in the 5th, 6th, 7th round.
Mm-hmm.
He's really thinking. Terry. All right, man. That's fair.
You could not go wrong. This guy's probably going to take another one of them.
We're going to get the other one. Yeah.
Or
nope.
Neither.
Now I have to make a decision.
We've taken a lot of Garrett. Dusty's usually taking our Marvin.
Yeah, let's take Marv.
Marv?
Yeah, let's go Marv.
Okay.
I believe in Marv.
Let's do it. Either way, that makes me feel a lot better. I don't mind Ladd, but him as a starting to get into the little.
Yeah, I was hoping it was Drake London for that reason. All right, guys, what do we think of our starts?
Yeah.
What do we think, Jeremy? It's going to come back around. It's going to be
Jeremy,
another
I want
receiver.
you to rank this trio. Terry McLaurin, or no, actually not them because you just obviously said your hand there.
Well,
Garrett Wilson, Terry McLaurin. No, Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr., JSN. How would you rank those 3 in terms of your interest in those 3 this year?
Just pick one of the 4. Actually, rank the 4 of them. That's how I would look at it. Add Terry because he might just be picking Terry because he doesn't have enough Terry.
Going early.
Might not have enough Terry.
38. You usually don't see him on that side of the board.
Ooh. Okay. We'll just go receiver.
Go receiver again?
Yep. All right.
DJ?
Yep. That's what I would do.
Okay.
Kittle was fun.
But
we could go Purdy. I know. I agree. But it's there. It's a thing.
It is.
We're going to go with DJ Moore, who actually kind of fell to us.
A little bit, yeah.
No, he didn't.
Small.
Just kidding.
Small.
Okay. We'll take 1. It's better than overpicking him like Jeremy by 0.7 or something like that.
Hey, I like Jeremy's team.
Jeremy's doing great. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, he says he likes Terry's QB situation. JSN could be awesome also. Yeah, JSN was probably our best call of
last year.
Mid-tier because we were just all over him being – we honestly ranked him way higher than everybody else, and we were still way too low because he ended up as a top 10.
Yeah, we ranked him wide receiver 33 or 34.
And he was going as like a mid 46, I think was his final ADP.
Yeah. We had him way higher.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Who's that for us this year? Jacoby, I guess.
Or Stephon. Yeah, those are our 2 most positive differentials for receivers.
Yeah. The difference is it goes from Geno to Sam Darnold. So if you believe in Sam Darnold, you definitely get the improvement.
One of my least favorite signs offseason was Cooper Kupp. And it's just because I don't see him being a successful complement because all the advanced metrics, like he was just absolutely terrible last year.
Right.
So like, does he have enough to where Jason, like everybody knows he's getting the ball in passing situations? Can he still produce, or is it going to be like we have to wait until he's kind of got a really good trio around him?
All right, Jeremy. I actually wanted to point out that Travis Hunter went 48 this time, so he's higher up. We want to see him down here. I was hoping he would fall.
I don't know if he'll trend that low, but I think on occasion we'll see him at the end of the 5th.
I have a
this could be
he's this guy, this sniper. Okay.
Yeah.
Chuba.
I think I've been praising Kenneth too much.
Yeah, because Jeremy took him last draft.
Oh, he took him? Okay.
Yeah.
Jeremy, I like him. It's okay. If somebody was going to take him, I'm glad it was you.
I think Chuba's my favorite.
Yeah, there's a lot of running backs here.
We'll get one on the next go around possibly
That's fine.
too.
Yeah, Chuba was one that we just didn't know what to do with because he's right in the middle of the range of guys that we just weren't getting at all. But now a little bit of a dip, but also I just feel like he's one of the safest.
Yeah, we kind of came together and we're like, okay, Chuba is in a situation where you just kind of can't pass him
Like
up.
I can acknowledge that even though we do have Myron Hansen ranked higher, Chuba is by far a safer fantasy asset, and he's cheaper
Right.
to grab.
And he was actually 5 picks. We got him 5 picks later.
Mhm.
So that's even nicer.
Yeah, all three of us getting really solid running backs in this round.
But we have no tight ends and no quarterbacks
That's fine.
on our team. Jeremy has a tight end.
Well, we've got a Kyler decision that we could start doing around 80.
Yeah.
Or we can just wait until the Caleb. We got Justin Herbert. We got
Bryce. Bryce.
yeah,
Brock Purdy.
that's our choices at the
yeah.
moment, unless we want to do something else.
Why-
I have a feeling you kind of want to go a fourth receiver here, though.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see. There's some options.
Well, actually, one of them that we really like has typically fallen to the 80s. So
If all the running backs come off the board, I guess we'll have to.
Pick 12 certainly is taking all the running backs.
Yeah, and he went JSN, Nico, and Neighbors. So
that's a pretty
fun
trio.
Than the ones above him. So he thinks JSN's above Tyreek Hill, I guess. And
I just don't know what to do with Tyreek because I don't even know if for certain that he'll be a Dolphin, and if he is, if Tua goes down, we saw what happened.
There's Judy.
So it's a whole
way
thing.
Too early. Okay.
I actually like the fact that Waddle's kind of cheaper because he can be one to capitalize. He was injured all last year, so.
What do you want to do?
We
have no tight end, no quarterback.
We could double with Rome and DJ and definitely target our thumbnail, which is Caleb.
That's fair. That's definitely fair. So I'll go Rome first. He's also at 69, so we're all excited about that.
Beautiful.
And
I
then,
did say like last week it was like DJ and Rome were going on opposite sides of the draft. Now it's kind of middling out a little bit, which is fun. But I keep on getting sniped from a Caleb investment every time I try it. All 3 times I've tried to do a double with those two recently, I've failed.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately,
he went with Kenneth Walker, and then his team looks really nice. I like his team a lot.
What was his first receiver? He went with CD.
Yeah. Yep.
So he's probably because the other 2 quarterbacks are off the board. So Dak is a QB. He also went with Kittle. Okay. So Purdy, Dak, formidable duo if you want to go that route.
Travion's nice here.
Man. At what point is DeAndre Swift? Because we like the situation more than the player. At what point does he rise too much to where that's even too rich for you?
That's too rich right there.
68.
Yeah, because you got Quinchon on the board, you got Caleb Johnson on the board. You've other guys that you're, getting better situations, even though they're rookies. They're still. DeAndre Swift has been kicked out of 2 places. Let's just be honest about it.
And by the very coach that is inheriting that starting.
Coaching him, yeah, exactly. That's why we got a lot of Roshan.
I just could not believe that. I understand you didn't get the Hampton or the G&T, but you were so heavily favored to go running back, and then just to not take one until the 7th was very, very surprising to me. Well, and then instantly they were like, "Hey, they're in the Nick Chubb."
They said if Henderson was there, they would have taken him, but he was gone.
Right.
And then they were like, we don't want and Quinchon. They wanted one of the Ohio State running backs. But as soon as they were gone.
Either, but just to be like, all right, we don't want any.
Yeah, there were so many good running backs in that. Well, then it was like a situation probably where they're like, we'll just wait. We'll just keep waiting, I guess. Matthew Golden, that's early. Yeah.
I think
Greek Freak. I have a question because we had this question earlier. It's about the San Francisco guys. Obviously you're going Juwan Jennings that early, but why are you choosing Juwan Jennings over the other San Francisco guys, Ayuk and Pearsall, if you're still hanging out with us in the chat?
Yeah, I don't know. It's I think I believe in both, but I don't know if both can return value on their ADPs.
Definitely not. That's our part. All 3 of them and Kittle.
Because like if they're all like going wide receiver 35 and both of them end up like wide receiver 30, 31, like did you really win
Right.
by doing that decision.
There's Caleb. Not a baby.
Look at that trio.
Well, that's
Dang, Jeremy
just
is.
awesome, man.
Well, I did say that the $1 million line was coming in this draft, and Jeremy is
Apparently,
probably
it's
the
not.
favorite
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
not ours.
Okay, so you said we still need tight end.
We do.
Kelsey's there.
I like TJ
or
more.
we can wait. Well, TJ we have at the 80th pick too.
Okay, do you want to go? We have no time.
I think wide receiver
Stephon?
Q Diggs, and then if you want to go somewhere else, we kind
Nah, let's go Diggs. Let's go Diggs. Yeah, I like Diggs.
I was thinking that we do our wide receiver 4 here, be good, and then hopefully a tight end or a quarterback would fall to us in the 8th round.
I was wide receiver 5.
Oh, well, then we're chilling now.
Yeah, I don't know that we're going to need very many wide receivers from here on
I
out.
forgot about
because we need Caleb. That's the
But
one.
that also opens up if we go the Caleb route, which will be in the 104 range, hopefully.
He's 102 right now, so yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully he'll fall a couple spots there, and then on the other way around, maybe get a Drake May once again.
Yeah, that's fair. There's a couple guys. Let's see. We could also go with the Carolina if we can't get any of them. Carolina guys are kind of cheap, so you could find a way to get some of those guys. That guy has 4 running backs now. So
interesting. 5.
Okay.
Spoke too soon.
All righty then.
I mean, if you're gonna just
go for it,
go for it. You know, he probably can be chilling, like get a couple of those handcuffs, and be good at the position.
Pick a tight end, Cam.
I want Sir TJ.
Yes, they're both there. That's insane.
I can't believe both are there.
Okay, well that's awesome.
Yeah, that's fun. TJ, one of our most drafted players right now, because I'm just all for getting him in the 8th round. Last time he was healthy, he was the top 3 fantasy tight end, and I expect him to at least return to being a top 5. Tight end. I think it truly just kind of comes down to the touchdown upside. And if he's like a Trey McBride, where he's like, hey, 8 targets a game, but you get 3 touchdowns, you probably won't get that. But either way, I think his floor is safe enough to where I will take him every time in the 80s.
Oh, did you time out, partner?
I mean, if he didn't, like that's a
great value. It's insane value. But he already has tight end. That's why I was wondering.
Yeah, but when Kelsey falls to 91 and he's your tight end too,
like
you're chilling. Last year, again, our best team was Brock Bowers and Trey McBride. And they were tight end 1 and 2 overall.
Yeah, we had to but we could get Brock Bowers right where Kelsey's at. So that's true. I mean, he was at 100 for a lot of it.
Yeah.
Hard to pass on it. Yeah, I get it. I thought you were going to go quarterback, actually.
Well, I mean, Dak
on the next round, maybe
Dak or Purdy.
Yeah, that's who I was. Yeah, it'll be the
Purdy.
next round.
Purdy.
Purdy.
Yeah, so one of them should fall.
We need to go quarterback.
Yeah.
But this team, there's a lot of teams that don't have quarterback on this side of the board, so that's why I'm a little nervous. Yeah, he's not. We at least know Jeremy's gonna play by the rules and go quarterback that correlates with his own guys. Yeah. Not everybody does that. Zach Charbonnet at 95. Wow. Man. Well, that is like the opposite of value that we saw with Jeremy there. What is Zach Charbonnet? 115-ish? And Jordan Mason and Jalen Warren. Man.
That's Greek Creek. He also needs a quarterback in it. He goes Purdy. Interesting.
He had Juwan.
I see.
He had Juwan.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. At least
what tight end was available there? Was there any?
Okay. Now Greek Freak. I need to know why you're picking Zach Charbonnet at 95. Because this is
I want to hear that argument.
I need to know what makes him good at football in general. I mean, putting him at what's he going though? Like 120?
No, 115? I think it's in the 110s.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know if Jeremy honestly would have stacked him, honestly.
No, probably not. I think he might go Dak here or he might wait.
I'm hoping Dak falls to him. This team has no reason to pick Dak.
Or he might go with the New England build. You know, that's a possibility. He's not going to tell us.
Javonte. Either way, I think he's in really, really good shape right now.
Javante at 101.
I don't think there's any like newbie teams in this draft.
You know what
There wasn't
stinks?
a ton,
There's a running back I want.
but we got.
Yeah.
I want my dream to come true where I can.
Wow.
What do you do?
I'm just looking at these ADPs.
Oh yeah,
Okay, he went
Kyler's still there.
Bo. And now in. So we're gonna go here.
Can't
But
believe Kyler's still there at 104.
I can't make that work, I don't think.
What?
Kyler. Because wait, do we have Marvin
We
Harrison?
have Marvin.
Oh
But
no.
the thing is, like, is Caleb gonna fall to? That would be a hell of.
I think I'm gonna go Kyler.
Okay, that's fine.
And hope for some craziness.
We're gonna do some stuff that Steiger was doing last week and just like
yeah, just
picking
picking
people for no reason.
Picking the guy
At
that's
least
supposed to go in the next round.
Other than the team at the end that keeps on, he's probably gonna pick more running backs.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
At least every team other than them have a quarterback.
You know what sucks is I actually still want the running back that's still on the board.
CJ. Oh, because he had the Nico and Jaden. Okay.
That guy's going to get him, though, if he stacks him. That'd be really smart. Cam's got to be right there. Mm-hmm. Bang. Hey. Wait, I can't say it yet.
No.
I was going to say something.
This team shouldn't, but then it's all about the last team.
Who do they have? Lamar. Okay.
All right.
But quarterbacks are falling.
Quarterbacks are falling in this draft.
That's
Scatterboo.
At least he went, and I don't have to be sad.
I mean, dude, that's
crazy.
And then also with Jeremy too, hopefully.
Well, no, we just got the thumbnails. Jeremy got Bo Nix, and we got Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Look at that. Hell
but
yeah.
He's also going to get the other one, hopefully, unless he wants to go receiver here because it's been a little bit. But that would be a fun QB room too of Dak and Bo if he went that direction.
Well, he just said he wanted Dak, so I'm expecting that to be the option here. But
so you.
Oh, he didn't do it. He said he can wait. He said I can wait. And then Dak goes the next pick. To beef, bacon, and blank. There's got to be a good saying to end that. I wonder how you come up with a name like that.
All right.
So Rashid.
ETN, yeah, we're clicking him a lot in the 10th, 11th rounds right now. I mean, as long as the thing is, I can't make the argument of just like he clearly has a defined role. Like he still has to earn it. It's still a vibes thing, but it's just hard to believe that the trio of running backs they have behind him will just all of them are going to be the preference over Travis. I just can't see it.
I told you when he was in the 130s that was the guy I was pushing for, and he's starting to move up. So as he should.
Drake. I mean, honestly, we probably would have gone ETN if Kyler wasn't there because we probably would have gone Caleb and then ETN on the turnaround.
Yeah. Kyler would have had to go in there somewhere, so it might have been gotten scattered.
Quarterback duo. I don't know if he stacked them, but Drake May and Trevor.
New England.
Oh, okay, you got Travis Hunter.
Okay. Nope, that's it. Let's see what our friend does. Jared Goff. That's stacked. I think he had Jameson. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We need running backs. Stat.
We have tight end one. We have quarterbacks done. Running backs.
Yeah, Jeremy, I kind of agree with you having the ability to, because back-to-back years, not only did Trevor deal with some injuries, but I mean Evan Ingram was very inefficient. Christian Kirk went down back-to-back major injuries, so as he gets picked on a new team. But I agree. The only thing is, even though the vibes and feel best about ETN of the bunch, that doesn't mean that I can just guarantee. What's up?
Ramondre got picked. That was who I was staring into.
You got to pick Jake. No, I think I like. Do you like JK or Tajay here? I think they both have roles.
I think I like JK more.
JK?
Yeah.
Ooh. So we're gonna have to do some shifting in our draft rankings then.
Well, yeah, but those were right before.
Well, I even boosted him up after that though.
Right.
And then I looked at what his ADP is now. I'm like, were we still?
It's tough. That's so tough. I really wanted Ramondre there. So that sucks.
Team 11 going back to back rookie tight ends. That's fun.
It is fun. Jordan Love. Oh, you're a Jags fan, aren't you, Jeremy? He's a Jags fan, right?
Is he?
And I think that's what we said last time. I can't keep up with everything. Okay,
Well,
but I know we have a Chicago
oh
fan
yeah, we bonded because of all of our teams just
sucking. Yeah,
disappointing
that's
us.
right. Thank God we didn't have to go Jaden Blue.
I know. Man,
But now it's Tootin. Oh, okay, even better.
I'd rather just go live with 3 running backs.
We're going to because there ain't nothing there.
We can knock out our
Tight
tight end
ends.
too,
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, or yeah, we're done with quarterback.
or we can do triple stack with Luther.
I don't know. I don't think so. Which tight end?
Man, they're all the same. We liked Alden the most last year, so why not? I mean, he was hurt.
I need him to figure shit out and not get hurt
hope
on
that
a
we-
bomb when
I
we're supposed
forgot
to
the
win
bye
money.
week of our who we picked? Oh, TJ, 7 and
6.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
It was close.
Yeah, these two are 8 and 5, so
Mhm.
we're gonna
Good.
have to worry from
So we're
weeks
probably
5 to
good.
week 8.
Yeah, so we got 16 picks between running back and receiver in again in this draft.
Mhm.
Going with the stack with Brayshaw. So you're more of a Brayshaw guy than a
Tank.
Tank Bigsby. Just curious. They're very different play styles, but
I
I
understand.
have no idea who I would like as RB2 if ETN we knew was out of the picture.
I understand the argument because of the fact that you had he's similar. He's actually faster and more explosive probably than Bucky was last year, but not as shifty. But Liam Cohen drafted him.
But my thing is,
right?
LaQuint Allen, we had ranked higher than Brayshaw.
We did, yeah.
So, do the Jags know that?
Well,
based on their draft capital, no.
Remember,
but maybe
Mo
after
Kiper loved some LaQuint Allen in his life.
Yeah, he did. He also loved Shadur, and Shadur's.
We did not have. We had LaQuint behind Bashal by 2. He was 14th, Bashal, Tootin, and 16th, LaQuint Allen.
There was somebody that drafted 2 running backs that we had flipped. Based on how they took them.
The other one would be the Browns. Browns took 2, but that's wrong. That's Saints.
I swear, I've been saying somebody that drafted 2 running backs. I might have just been incorrectly saying our draft rankings.
Oh, I don't know. I just know that I'm looking at it and it says for Bashal it's 14, LaQuint 16.
I don't even remember.
They're in the same tier though.
I don't even remember us talking about Bashal.
Really?
That's a crazy thing.
I think he rounds off his runs and stuff too much. You need some wide receivers, homie. Yeah. Jesus, I just looked up there. Got 3 wide receivers.
Well, we praised his trio to start, and he was just like, "Man, I think I'm good. I think I found my 3."
Well, Jeremy, I would also say that if you wanted to look at metrics, Bashal Tootin has great metrics also. If you're just talking about like athleticism metrics, he was one of the best athletes. That's a good spot though. 150 is fine. I don't want him the round before where he's going. Oh, we didn't go to. We're gonna have to go.
Well, because we went CMC. So Grinda.
Yeah. I was about to. What do we need though? I guess we need running back. Yeah.
Well, this is kind of a dead zone of, or we could try to do another piece of the.
Nope. I felt it. No, I was in it.
Well, maybe we get him anyways.
It's possible, which I would love. I don't know that it would happen, but I would love that. Yeah, the 40 time was a 4.32. Burt, I think he had one of the best Burts and stuff like that. So, all of them are good athletes. Or Bashal's a good athlete. Tank has good rushing metrics. I think he's a good runner. I don't know that I think he can do anything else.
How do you feel about Brendan Strange? Because he is not in our top 25 among tight ends, and he's the only guy of the other, I guess, regular ADPs. He had like big games, but then he followed that up with 1 target game. So I don't really know what to do with him right now. He's going like tight end 20, and the role's there, but
sorry, this is separate. Go ahead and answer that question from Cam. I remember why Blake Bortles almost won them a Super Bowl.
Damn right.
That's why we were talking about the Jags last time. Mm-hmm. Now, yeah, that makes sense. I'm putting it together over here. I got that. I got
being undervalued.
CTE over here.
Yeah, I mean the role is there. As a talent, I don't see him in the tier of the.
He's just a tough like. We're gonna go Tank after we talked all that. He's the next best running back for a while.
Roshan.
Do we need running back only?
Yeah, right, we do.
Only?
Well, I mean, we can wait.
Because we did tight end.
Well, we have 8 seconds.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Trey threw me off because he got picked right before us.
Yeah.
So that's what I was
I know.
kind of holding my breath for.
And there's no wide receivers. I was like, yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he did use Ingram a lot, but I just wonder, was that because he uses them, or was it by default because the receiving talent was so bad?
Or is Ingram good?
Yeah, Ingram was not good.
That's the question.
He was not
Was
good.
Ingram good?
No, he was not.
Johnny Smith.
Okay, when you average 8 yards a catch and you are not a red zone threat, I'm not.
Well, yeah, he was used like a how
PPR
he was
guy.
being used was for sure.
He fell as soon as he caught the ball, and he didn't score touchdowns enough.
Yeah,
for his role.
Thank you, Jeremy. It's a good question. But no, I think like with Evan Ingram going to, I think he's in a better situation this year, even. So
no, I don't.
There's friends.
I guess, but I
think so.
mean, the thing is, I fully expected Ingram to be the Darren Waller, to where he was going to be overdrafted and we just weren't going to touch him.
Right.
But because everybody's just so sour on the mid-tier tight end, he started out in like the 10th round. So I was like, okay, tight end 2, that's fine.
Yeah.
Right now he's kind of creeping up because I think when I updated rankings, his tight end rank jumped 3 spots. And he's right, basically hovering with the Jonus and the David Njokus right now.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. It to me, it's like value or I'm not touching it.
I don't have
enough confidence in any of them really.
What are we at?
Because at the top of that tier is Tyler Warren, and he's going last among all those guys.
We're at 2552. We can go best player available here, which is nice. Jeremy's gonna pick. Let's see what he does. He goes Nick Chubb. All right. Hey, please. I hope there is a full resurrection over there. We're up, Cam. What you got? Wide receiver.
Kyle Pitts is still there,
man. Yeah, but
I think we can wait.
But there's no.
I don't know, man.
I think wide receiver has to be our answer. So which one?
I guess
Keenan.
We can wait on Keenan. Nobody's taking Keenan right now.
Hey, you heard that? No one's taking Keenan right now.
They aren't.
No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, his ADP keeps on falling. As long as he's not on the team, I don't think many people are really getting to him.
I'd love it if he fell into like the 200s.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be getting a lot of them.
And if you like basketball, as of this moment, with 4 minutes left in the second quarter, Indiana's up 16 on the Thunder right now.
Is Hallie playing?
Yes, he is.
Is he playing? Is he playing well? That's more
7,
of my
1, 2, and 1.
It's fine.
He's plus 18.
Keenan Allen just went at freaking 11.
I'm just saying he's been falling to the 17 round.
Do y'all see that? Do y'all see what happens?
Okay, but also I don't know.
Instant jinx. He did not hit the table. We do have wood here.
Listen, we can't just have like 70% Keenan
Allen. we can. That's the thing.
Okay, yes, but every single day that he's not on the team, I feel less and less. We originally started our receiver rankings. He was in the 30s, and I had to drop him to 60 because he's just not on the team yet.
No, I know.
And that's still way ahead of where he's going, which is like wide receiver 77 right now.
Well, he just went higher than that. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Our receiver room's good.
Kyle Pitts goes finally. Justice Hill.
Man, this was really a 3 tight end draft that we just aren't going to do. I don't want to take Justice Hill both drafts.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I can't move my mouse, so we're going to have to take somebody. All right, there goes. Okay. We're not going with the tight end.
I understand.
We're going to go with the quarterback.
I'm not even confident Justice Hill being the RB2.
I know you said that. You keep saying that. I think he's the pass catching back.
Glad I picked Nemhard. That was fun.
Did he not play well?
Or he's got 2 steals, 10 leading all scorers right now.
Hell yeah.
And birthday boy has only played 5 minutes.
That's obvious. Yeah. Of course he is.
Yep.
I didn't play tonight. I'm happy I didn't because
listen, what I meant, I did not cash in the first 5 games. So I was like, you know what? I can't miss 6 times in a row, right? And we'll just kind of see what happens. I haven't even looked yet.
Dustin, if you're getting Kyle Pitts at pick 184, I promise he's not considered a disappointment. That's the biggest thing for me. Like, even when you're just looking at his stats, like, he's in the range of Okonkwo. and Dalton Schultz, and Dalton Schultz, I guess is fine, but
That's what I'm saying. Imagine if
like,
we got a 16th round Kyle Pitts.
we almost did.
We passed on him 15 times.
Yeah, the Atlanta couldn't even pass on him once in that draft.
Well, yeah. More like they can't pass to him, but
Well, no, he went 4th overall. Couldn't even, it's
yeah,
ridiculous.
he's like the only like disappointment non-quarterback in that entire like first round.
Yeah, Jamar Chase at 5, Penei Sewell, like the whole group. It was crazy.
The first round was insane.
Is that the Slater Darisaw too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that's freaking ridiculous.
Yep.
Like,
and it helped because all of the quarterbacks just did not work out.
Well, the funny thing was, I remember you were higher on Slater and I was higher on Darisaw, and then they both
are just awesome.
Yeah, it's like, oh, great, cool. Good job. I'm proud of us.
The one thing that I was kind of like surprised by was just Jalen Waddle going before Devontae Smith. That was like, to me, the biggest shock of anything. And to me, I would say that kind of worked out on my end of things.
Like, yeah, your thought process.
Waddle started off with back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, so it's not like he's been a bust.
You know what I was surprised by?
Tell me.
Well, what I wanted to happen, and when I like wanted to do my mock draft, was I wanted Atlanta to take Micah Parsons because that was the best decision they could have made. And because he was a top 5 player in that draft class and deserved to be up there, but he played linebacker and had never played edge, and they didn't know what it was going to happen. And this man, of course, is insane. And then you have Kyle Pitts, but that was the biggest bust to me, was going Kyle Pitts, but not going Micah, or even Jamar Chase, being the wide receiver there would have been crazy too. Because they had Julio, but who cares in this day and age? You just take 10 receivers all the time.
Yeah, and he was also, I think that was his final year in Atlanta. Anyways,
what do I do?
I don't know.
6 and 6.
Or scroll up. Calvin Austin.
Sure.
Marshawn Lloyd.
Okay.
Like both those guys. Jeremy, you be the tiebreaker for us tonight. Would you rather, as a receiver lover of a unfortunate situation in Pittsburgh, go with the Calvin Austin or second-year Roman Wilson? What is your preference now that Aaron Rodgers is their quarterback retires?
DJ Giddens went before us. Oh, he was 199. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Right at
Sorry.
The spot.
He went Miles Sanders. I don't believe in Jaden Blue, so sure.
Well, Team 3 went on a run of RB3s on their team.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting.
Here's Devin Neal. What are we going to do? We're going to go Brashard Smith.
Probably. Or Lloyd.
Nope.
No? Okay.
Oh.
Do you truly think that Brashard has a higher likelihood of a role?
No. I think it's Lloyd. Yeah. Keaton Mitchell's there.
Well, let's say Lloyd, and then maybe if one comes back around, that's probably our pick.
Well, Keaton Mitchell is just we'll have both of them because we were just like, I don't know who's going to be RB2. Well, both of them.
Sometimes that's what you got to do. Like another example is
right after.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, next.
Well, CMC, and you're nervous about his injuries.
Jordan James.
Just draft his backup with Garindo. Just pick Jordan
all
James,
of them,
and you just have San Francisco running back always in one of your starting running back slots.
Oh, he said I like Cal Austin. I had him in my queue.
So he sniped you.
Pacers are up by 20 right now.
That's his fault.
It's not my fault. I would never.
I mean,
but
you have the mouse.
That was like 9 picks.
Okay, to be fair, you did pick before us.
Yeah, no, you can't put this on me. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
He wasn't going to go to 211.
Yeah, we were going to pick him twice before that.
All right, Brashard Smith.
Taj Brooks. All right, love it. Someone doesn't believe in Chase Brown, and Chase Brown is a guy that I think could fall apart, like as a fantasy asset.
I know.
So
I agree.
Taj Brooks, I like more than I like Zach Moss.
The thing is, he's better. We still need to see him beat out. And
for sure.
If Zach Moss makes the team,
how would you do that?
Not really.
Just kidding.
It's
a joke. No, I think that when you talk about Taj Brooks, I just loved what I saw him film. Le'Veon Bell 2.0. It's
Well,
so
we
much
know he's going to
fun
make
to
the
watch.
team, but
Yeah,
the
he's
problem
making
is
the team.
that the RB3 and 4, if you're not considering him the RB3 or 4, are both 30-year-old veterans. Which Zach Moss is actually like 27, but he feels like he's 42.
Oh, another Raider. That's what I'm talking
Why
about,
is
Jeremy.
Thornton
You're here
just
for it,
coming
baby.
up?
I'm
This-
here for it, man.
Okay.
Now what?
Spray
7.
and pray.
Well, we could go the other Pittsburgh.
Okay. And that locks out receiver.
Yeah, and then
And
we
this is week 19,
go
right?
Ollie Gordon
Jordan James.
or Jordan James. I don't care which one. Doesn't matter to me.
That's fine.
Yeah, let's go see what the running backs look like. Common guy. Just give me a rookie running back. I don't care which one. Not Woody Marks. Just kidding.
Or Phil Maffa.
Phil Maffa. Shit. But Krosky Merritt just went. I'd take him over
Is there
this year.
anybody in the 300s that's just like, why are they there?
Oh, let's go.
Damian Martinez?
Yeah, he shouldn't be there. Khalil Herbert is probably not supposed to be here either. If you're just like,
No,
hey,
he should be there.
no, he shouldn't. And
He should.
if you're like, he's the backup
He
in Indy right now.
He went from Chicago to a situation
No,
where Cincinnati needed a running back, and they literally gave Chase Brown, who had never had a full-time
we're
role,
drafting.
95% of the touches.
Yeah, but it's
Jordan
James. Okay, that's fine. It's more of the fact that we have all these week 14 buys.
That's fine.
We'll
already clinch.
Oh, true.
We'll have the second spot. No.
Jeremy.
Well, honestly, Jeremy,
will
you're gonna have
pass
to give us
us
the
on week
first spot.
1 week
Yeah.
14. That's
You're
fine.
gonna have to give us a cushion because you definitely won this draft. You went 9 receivers.
One of them has. Yeah, exactly. Who did? Jeremy?
Yeah. After that start, I don't know if I would have gone 9. That's my only critique.
Yeah, because you had
However,
3. Best player available if they're all at the end, though.
You just kind of went BPA.
Yeah.
Most of the way.
He's like, I'm going to throw a dart throw at a free agent.
Sure.
Or this guy that I don't.
I mean, say Amari Cooper goes to Arizona and it's like an okay offense and he just instantly vaults into possibly a wide receiver 2 to 3. Like, that's going to be worthy. If AD Mitchell got traded, that'd be awesome.
He's so good. He's just getting overthrown on every route.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Well, that's it.
We're done, though.
Let me stop sharing. I'm going to try at least.
Tried so hard.
All right, let's put this on.
All right. Yeah, that was fun.
No, we appreciate y'all hanging out with us.
I don't know how that went faster than last time.
What's happening? Yeah.
We finished before 9.
I know, full 2 hours.
Yeah.
But we appreciate you hanging out with us.
Right,
thanks for coming and drafting with us, Jeremy and Dustin.
We'll see you
and what's his name? Greek Freak.
I don't know if he ever said anything after his high, but
that's okay.
It's all good. Yeah, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We're going to be doing this every week, possibly more, depending on if we're feeling froggy. But we will let you guys know. Just make sure you're following us and be out for alerts and stuff like that. Yep. And we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, turn that notification bell on. Mm-hmm. Don't ever say that enough.
Yeah, we don't.
Bye, y'all.